Good afternoon, and welcome to Stony Brook University. My name is Brenda Anderson, and as chair of the Graduate Council, I'm proud to serve as your Grand Marshal for today's ceremony. Here now, in the presence of the candidates for academic recognition, the faculty, the administration, alumni, honored guests, and friends of Stony Brook University, the doctoral graduation and hooding ceremony, part of the 58th Annual University Commencement, hereby convenes. Please rise as you are able for the national anthem sung by Alina Tamburini of the Department of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Please join me in welcoming the Vice Provost for Graduate and Professional Education and the Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Charles Tabor.
It's a pleasure to welcome the candidates, their advisors, families, friends, our faculty, and members of the platform party to today's ceremony. We begin with the conferral of the honorary degree, and I invite the president of Stony Brook University, Dr. Samuel L. Stanley, Jr., and Provost Dr. Michael Bernstein to come forward.
As the University Provost, I'm very pleased to lead today's hooding of our honorary degree candidate. Stony Brook University confers honorary degrees on individuals who have distinguished themselves by their contributions to their fields and to the university. Will Atifa Riazi please come forward? Atifa Riazi, you are a true leader and innovator, a dedicated humanitarian and advocate for women's rights. You have reached great heights since you earned your electrical engineering degree from Stony Brook in 1984. Following graduation, you rose through the information technology ranks, managing large organizations in the manufacturing, engineering, advertising, and transportation sectors. In all of your positions, you have been committed to finding ways to use technology for the greater good of humanity. You founded and serve as the executive director of CIOs Without Borders, a global not-for-profit organization focused on using technology to provide education, healthcare, and infrastructure services to the underserved around the globe. In 2013, you were named Chief Information Technology Officer and Assistant Secretary General for the United Nations, with responsibility for all of the UN's needs relating to information and communications technology. Having launched many initiatives that seek to transform our world, you embody and personify Stony Brook University's mission. The State University of New York is proud to bestow upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State University Board of Trustees, the faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you an honorary degree, honoris causa, and invest upon you with all the rights, privileges pertaining thereto. In token thereof, I direct that you be provided with the diploma and vested with the hood representative of this specific degree conferred.
I am truly humbled and speechless, and that's rare for me. President Stanley, executives, faculty, and administrative team, parents, and soon-to-be graduates of Stony Brook University, good afternoon. I'm truly humbled to be here today receiving an honorary doctorate from this incredible university. It was wonderful standing in this place, especially in this space, and it was just across from the street in the physics building where I decided to study engineering. It was also in this space, when it was a parking lot, that I received many of my parking tickets. And now, as I stand here before you, how I wish I were a student again, just because I was so exceptionally smart those days. I had all the answers, Yes, there was practically no problem I could not solve. And now that I need it so much, in my present capacity as the head of technology for United Nations, when confronted with big and serious environmental issues and humanitarian issues, I no longer have the answers. Stony Brook has been a family to so many students like me who came to this country alone and scared with a dream of an education. This university's faculty and professors embraced my classmates and I at a time of tremendous turmoil. When the revolution broke out in our country and the war started, all of us, students from Iran, overnight became stateless and penniless. We are all indebted to the kindness and generosity of Stony Brook for supporting us through a very difficult period. The recognition you give me today actually belongs to this university. The recognition belongs to all of our families and the parents in the audience. Without their love and support, we would have not made it. I personally have the great fortune on having my dear parents here and my family, my husband and my daughters. At a time and in a society filled with tradition, contradictions, and gender inequality, my father, one of the most feminist men I know, always stood for his daughter's right to education and independence. This honor belongs to a woman, my mother, who felt above all her daughter's education, all above her daughter's education, it was really critical to get a great education which was salvation from oppression and a path to freedom and equality. She's always told me that her worst memory is when she was 8 years old and she watched her 4 brothers go to school and she was left behind. Millions of girls every day are left behind when families have to make difficult choices to pay $30 for a year for an education, and they always decide to send the boys. But it was her incredible drive that helped us get an education and put herself through school to become a teacher and a writer. So many young girls like her confront so much hardship just to go to school. They're beaten, they're sold, they're raped, they have acid thrown on their faces, but they remain determined. The honor belongs to them. The honor belongs to a young girl, my grandmother, who was forced to marry at age 9 and was never given the opportunity to an education. I remember seeing my grandmother always wearing her gold bracelets. I carry them with me, always. It reminds me of her courage. One day I asked her, "Why do you wear those bracelets every day?" She said, "This is all I own. This is my identity. This is my financial security. This is my life's possessions." Today, so many women like my grandmother lack basic rights and identity. Women globally contribute to over 65% of the GDP of the world, 50% of food production. They receive 10% of the world's income and own 1% of the land. This honor belongs to all of you graduates. You are the privileged possessors of an education beyond the wildest dreams of so many girls and boys in the world. It's an education that will help you see the world's problems and address the big global issues we confront today. The last 30 years, we have seen an exponential growth in technology and science. Advancements in healthcare, biotech, manufacturing, engineering, artificial intelligence, education, and communications have been tremendous. Science and technology has changed human societies and human culture. We have seen major social democratic movements and uprising due to broad access to information. But we've also seen the unintended consequences of science and technology. The impact of a single combustion engine and mass motoring on our environment, and the shift of crime from physical world to the dark web. The explosion of human trafficking, drug trafficking, money laundering, identity theft, the potential ethical issues that artificial intelligence brings to us, the cyber attacks and cyber wars where countries attack each other without ramifications, environmental impacts of e-waste, the dumping of medical waste and plastic in our oceans and our rivers, and the destruction of our forest and the coral reef. Francis Bacon said, man's pursuit of knowledge was his aim to regain his power over nature that he had lost at the fall. Power over nature comes with responsibility. The future we create as scientists and technologists has broad implications. Embracing innovation without understanding and mitigating long-term unintended consequences poses serious risk to humanity and to the world. You are graduating at the most amazing time of great excitement and tremendous challenge. I celebrate your wonderful achievement, and I know you will be excellent ambassadors of this great university. Innovate, but innovate responsibly. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for those very inspiring words. At this time, I would like to invite Provost Bernstein to join me in conferring the doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Musical Arts and Doctor of Philosophy please rise? President Stanley, I am honored to present these candidates. A doctoral degree is the highest degree a university may confer. All our candidates have completed the doctoral degree requirements, and on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that they be awarded the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Musical Arts. In addition, I would like to ask the 4 representatives joining us here today who symbolize the conferral of the doctoral degrees for the following schools also to rise: medicine, dental medicine, nursing practice, and physical therapy. President Stanley, it's my privilege to present the class of 2018 candidates for doctoral degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon all of you who have completed the respective requirements the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Dental Medicine, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Physical Therapy with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations and welcome to the community of scholars. Please join me now in welcoming back to the podium the Vice Provost for Graduate and Professional Education and the Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Charles Tabor, for the hooding of today's candidates.
Candidates, you may be seated. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy was historically the first degree to be conferred by universities. It requires the completion of a dissertation that demonstrates significant original work in a specialized area of research. The dissertation must be presented with an excellence of exposition that makes it suitable for publication. In addition, candidates must display a breadth and depth of knowledge beyond the confines of their own research. The hooding of doctoral candidates is a symbolic academic ritual in which candidates and their advisors celebrate the successful completion of years of research and scholarship. I invite Provost Bernstein to join President Stanley and me in the presentation and hooding of our candidates. To begin the hooding ceremony, I welcome the Dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, Dr. Fotis Soteropoulos, to present his candidates, his graduates.
I am pleased to invite to the stage the candidates who have been conferred with the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and their advisors from the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences.
From the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Xing Ye, advised by Raphael Duwadi, and from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Chi Kong, advised by Andrew Mulhopt and hooded by Raphael Duwadi.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Xiaoying Wang, advised by Stephen Finch, and from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Cindy Lee, advised by Joseph Mitchell.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Cheng Huang, advised by Jiaxiao Hu, and from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Sung Ik Kim, advised by Young Shin Kim.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Mariam Puryaya, advised by Alan Tannenbaum and hooded by Joseph Mitchell, and from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Tyler Robert Mayer, advised by Joseph Mitchell.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Xingyu Wang, advised by Roman Samolyak, and from the Graduate Program in Applied Math and Statistics, Kim Sing-hee, advised by Brent Lindquist and hooded by Roman Samolyak.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now, from the Graduate Program in Biomedical Engineering, Wei Chi Chu, advised by Danny Bluestein, and from the Graduate Program in Biomedical Engineering, Wei Chen, advised by Yingtian Peng.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now from the graduate program in Computer Sciences, Shabhuti Rayana, advised by Lehman Akoglu, and from the graduate program in Computer Sciences, Jiaxi Ding, advised by Ji Gao.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in Computer Sciences, Bo Lin, advised by Annie Liu Yang Hong, and from the graduate program in Computer Sciences, Chun Shan Wei, advised by Klaus Müller.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Now from the graduate program in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Asher Akira Hensley, advised by Petr Juric, and from the graduate program in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Hao Li, advised by Alex Doboli.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next from the graduate program in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Xiaowei Liu, advised by Alex Doboli, and from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Jiantru Gu, advised by Michael Dudley, and also a recipient of the Distinguished Doctoral Award.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Xiaojun Chen, advised by Taejin Kim, and from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Long Tao Han, advised by Predrag Krishtik.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Jing Li, advised by Mingjiao Liu, and from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Danhua Yan, advised by Mingjiao Liu.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Celeste Akoli, advised by Devinder Mahajan, and from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Richard Edward D'Arienzo, advised by Robert McCarthy.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in Materials Sciences, Vincent Anthony Rakata, advised by Miriam Rafelovich, And from the Graduate Program in Materials Sciences, Lindsay Zhang, advised by Miriam Rafelovich.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the Graduate Program in Materials Sciences, Alexander Busey Brady, co-advised by Esther Takeuchi and Amy Marshallock. And from the Graduate Program in Materials Sciences, Matthew Martin Huey, also co-advised by Esther Takeuchi and Amy Marshallock.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the Graduate Program in Materials Sciences, Bing Cheng, advised by Jason Trelowicz. And from the Graduate Program in Mechanical Engineering, Amir Ramoni, advised by Carlos Colasqui.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now, from the Graduate Program in Technology, Policy, and Innovation, Yue Xin, advised by David Ferguson. And from the Graduate Program in Technology, Policy, and Innovation, Justine Perkowski, advised by Lori Scarlatos.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And lastly, but not least, Graduate Program in Technology, Policy, and Innovation, Tatiana Chubar, advised by Lori Scarlatos.
Advisor, please hood your candidate. Congratulations. I now invite Interim Dean of the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Dr. Lawrence Swanson, to come forward to present his candidates.
Will the following individuals who have been conferred with the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, together with their advisors from the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, please come forward?
From the Graduate Program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Albert Yao, advised by Edmund Chang, and also from the Graduate Program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Zhou Xin, advised by Murat Karudinov and hooded by Edmund Chang.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And lastly, from the Graduate Program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Rebecca Culp, advised by Bradley Peterson.
Advisor, please hood your candidate. Congratulations. I now invite the Dean of the School of Welfare, Social Welfare, Dr. Jacqueline Mundros, to please come forward and present her candidates.
Will the following individuals who have been conferred with the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, together with their advisors from the School of Social Welfare, please come forward?
And from the graduate program in social welfare, Christina Marie Vasilak, advised by Iris Feinberg. And from the graduate program in social welfare, Jelana Charisse Harris, advised by Anna Hayward.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in social welfare, Matthew John Zissel, advised by Richard Morgan. And from the graduate program in social welfare, Teresa Amendola, advised by Carolyn Peabody.
Advisors, please hood your candidates. Congratulations. Will the Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Kenneth Kochanski, please come forward to present his candidates?
Will the following individuals who have just been conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, together with their advisors from the School of Medicine Basic Health Sciences, please come forward?
From the graduate program in molecular and cellular pharmacology, Alexa Ariel Lampasona, advised by Kevin Chaplinsky. And from the graduate program in molecular and cellular pharmacology, Courtney Diane Singleton, advised by Robert Rizzo and hooded by Miguel Garcia Diaz.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And lastly, from the graduate program in Health and Rehabilitation Sciences, Celeste Henry Buckmeyer, advised by Pamela Block.
Advisor, please hood your candidate. Congratulations. I invite Dr. Sacha Kopp, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to come forward and present his candidates.
Will the following individuals who have been conferred with the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and their advisors from the College of Arts and Sciences please come forward?
From the graduate program in Anthropological Sciences, Jennifer Everhart, advised by Catherine Twiss. And from the graduate program in Biochemistry and Structural Biology, Bo-Jan Ding, advised by Stephen Glenn.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in Biochemistry and Structural Biology, Jiaye Guo, advised by Robert Rizzo and hooded by Marcus Seeliger. And from the graduate program in Biochemistry and Structural Biology, John Earl Gadberry, advised by Nicole Sampson.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in Chemistry, Qian Nao Yuan, advised by Nicole Sampson, and from the graduate program in chemistry, Xiaoshi Zhang, advised by Daniel Raleigh and hooded by Nicole Sampson.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Yuning Chen, advised by Thomas Allison, and from the graduate program in chemistry, Wei Jie Zhu, advised by Jared French.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Brianna Cara O'Neill, advised by Scott Laughlin. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Tiffany Victor, advised by Lisa Miller.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Su Yan, advised by Iwao Ojima. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Yazang Zhang, advised by Iwao Ojima.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Yao Zong, advised by Iwao Ojima. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Dmitry Vovchuk, advised by Jose Antonio Rodriguez.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Deborah Barkley, co-advised by Jonathan Rudick and Tad Koga and hooded by Tad Koga. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Eric Robert Van Vlack, advised by Jessica Seeliger.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Huang He, advised by Carlos Simmerling and hooded by Shuai Liu. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Zhenping Huang, advised by Esther Takeuchi. Zhenping is also a recipient of the Distinguished Doctoral Award.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Continuing with the graduate program in chemistry, Ji-Fu Yin, advised by Esther Takeuchi. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Chen-Di Gu, advised by Peter Tonge.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Yuanwan Si, advised by Peter Tonge. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Pamela Carolina Carrillo, advised by Michael White.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in chemistry, Amanda Rose Maraca, advised by Michael White. And from the graduate program in chemistry, Meng Xu, also advised by Michael White.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
Thank you, chemistry. We're now moving on to the graduate program in cultural analysis and theory. Michelle Ho, advised by Victoria Hesford and hooded by Liz Montegari. And from the graduate program in cultural analysis and theory, Brent Martin Smith Casanueva, advised by Elizabeth Montegari.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in cultural analysis and theory, Magdala Degrange, advised by Elaine Patrice Ganang. And from the graduate program in economics, Tilsa Guillermina Ore Monago, advised by Sandro Brusco.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in economics, Tan Xuan Sun, advised by Sandro Brusco. And from the graduate program in economics, Zara Ibrahimi, advised by Juan Carlos Conesa.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in economics, Bo Li, advised by Juan Carlos Conesa. And from the graduate program in economics, Ji Chong Li, advised by Juan Carlos Conesa.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And now, from the graduate program in English, Julia Michelle Clark, advised by Adrian Munich. And from the graduate program in English, Nicole Catherine Savage, advised by Adrian Munich and hooded by her parents, Kevin Savage and Adrian Munich.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in English, Anne Elizabeth Summers, advised by Adrian Munich. And from the graduate program in English, Sophia Christman Lavin, advised by Adrian Munich.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in English, Scott Zukowski, who is a recipient of the Distinguished Doctoral Award. He's advised by Andrew Newman. And from the graduate program in English, Allison Tyndall, advised by Benedict Robinson.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Moving on to the graduate program in genetics, Rachel Caston, advised by Bruce Demple, and from the graduate program in geosciences, Gan Ito, co-advised by Tim Glotch and Deanne Rogers.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in geosciences, Catherine Ann Shirley, advised by Timothy Glotch, and from the graduate program in geosciences, Michael Terrence Thorpe, advised by Joel Horowitz.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now from the graduate program in Hispanic Languages and Literature, Sally Scott Sabo, advised by Daniela Flessler, and from the graduate program in History, Kelly Hacker-Jones, advised by Nancy Tomes.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in History, Ashley Black, advised by Eric Zoloff. And from the graduate program in Linguistics, Vahida Rasecki, advised by John Balin. Vahida was also our president of our graduate student organization, so she's getting lots of hugs and kisses on stage.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in Linguistics, Honeida Yusuf Ayad, advised by Michael Becker. And from the graduate program in Linguistics, Paola Roxana Cepeda, advised by Richard Larson.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And lastly, from the graduate program in Linguistics, Robert Pasternak, who's advised by Richard Larson, but co-hooded by Richard Larson and his dad, Reuven Pasternak. And from the graduate program in Mathematics, Robert Jacob Abramovich, advised by Marcus Corey and hooded by Scott Sutherland.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now from the graduate program in Molecular and Cellular Biology, Matthew William Elms, advised by Dale Deutsch and Martin Kachowa. And from the graduate program in Molecular and Cellular Biology, Justin Michael Snyder, advised by Yusuf Hanan.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And from the graduate program in Molecular and Cellular Biology, Andrew Thomas Fessler, advised by Zhu Jingfang and hooded by Dean Charles Tabor. And from the graduate program in molecular genetics and microbiology, Nick Donovan Van Skyke, advised by Laurie Krug.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in molecular and cellular biology, Si-Won Dong, advised by Laurie Krug. And from the graduate program in molecular and cellular biology, Lu Sun, advised by Ed Luck.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in molecular and cellular biology, Chi-Li Lin, advised by Qinji Mao. And from the graduate program in molecular and cellular biology, Hana Goto, advised by Benjamin Martin.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And lastly, for the graduate program in molecular and cellular biology, Yali Shu, advised by Christopher Vakich. And from the graduate program in music, Carl Hensey, advised by Daniel Weymouth.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in music, Sarah Rose Weaver, advised by Daniel Weymouth. And from the graduate program in neuroscience, Adrian Roman D'Antonio, advised by Gu Xiaoyu and hooded by David Talmadge.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in neuroscience, Rafael Camilo Ferrer Fierro, advised by Lonnie Walmuth and hooded by David Talmadge. And from the graduate program in neuroscience, Shannon Longcar, advised by David Talmadge.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in neuroscience, Ashley Lussenden, advised by David Talmadge. And from the graduate program in philosophy, Jennifer Lyons Carter, also a recipient of the Distinguished Doctoral Award, advised by Edward Casey.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now from the graduate program in physics, Donald Wilcox, advised by Alan Calder. And from the graduate program in physics, Ri Liu, advised by Matthew Dauber.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
Next, from the graduate program in physics, Umaru Njoya, advised by Krishna Kumar and hooded by Jack Verbischot. Also from the graduate program in physics, Shinan Ju, advised by Leonardo Rastelli and hooded by Peter Van Nieuwenhuizen.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And from the graduate program in physics, Abhishod Prakash, advised by Chu Chen Wei. And from the graduate program in political science, Patrick Kraft, advised by Jennifer Jarrett.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now from the graduate program in clinical psychology, Jingwen Jin, advised by Aprajita Mohanty. And from the graduate program in clinical psychology, Amri Sabarwal, advised by Aprajita Mohanty.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in cognitive science, Akosh Seke, advised by Suparna Rajaraman. And from the graduate program in cognitive science, Micah Lee Mumper, advised by Richard Gehrig.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in cognitive science, Yi Zheng, advised by Arthur Samuel. And from the graduate program in integrative neuroscience, Nia Fogelman, advised by Turhan Canley.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in integrative neuroscience, David Catan, advised by Turhan Canley. And from the graduate program in social health psychology, Julia Feldman, advised by Antonio Freitas.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in social health psychology, Jamie Lee McDonald, advised by Sherry Levy. And from the graduate program in social health psychology, Nabia Zakir, advised by Harriet Waters.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And now from the graduate program in science education, Linda Padwa, advised by Keith Shepard. And from the graduate program in sociology, Haywan Girma, advised by Kathleen Fallon.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next, from the graduate program in sociology, Heidi Rademacher, advised by Kathleen Fallon. And from the graduate program in sociology, Susan Walters, advised also by Kathleen Fallon.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And lastly, from the graduate program in sociology, Kent Edward Henderson, advised by John Chandra.
Advisor, please hood your candidates. The degree of Doctor of Musical Arts, like the PhD, requires students to demonstrate original work in specialized areas of knowledge. In the case of the Doctor of Musical Arts, clarity of exposition is demonstrated through the medium of a recital. Will the following individuals, who have been conferred with the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts, together with their advisors, please come forward?
From the graduate program in music, Jacqueline Leung, advised by Christina Dahl and hooded by Perry Goldstein. And also from the graduate program in music, Christopher Stephen Ferrara, advised by Perry Goldstein.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in music, Kathleen Whitney Ray, advised by Perry Goldstein, and Jean Park, advised by Gilbert Kalish and hooded by Perry Goldstein.
Advisor, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in music, Brian David Smith, advised by Eduardo Leandro and hooded by Judy Lockhead. And from the graduate program in music, Jesus Rodriguez Gonzalez, advised by Ryan Miner and hooded by Dr. Lawton.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in music, Eric Daniel Schultz, advised by Maggie Adams and hooded by David Lawton. And from the graduate program in music, Kenneth Allard Martinson, advised by Meg Shadell and hooded by Daniel Weymouth.
Advisors, please hood your candidates.
And next from the graduate program in music, Erica Dohe, advised by Daniel Weymouth. And from the graduate program in music, Alexandria Lee, also advised by Daniel Weymouth.
Advisor, please hood your candidates. Congratulations to all doctoral candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. I now invite Dr. Kenneth Kochanski to return for presentations for the School of Medicine.
Thank you. I would now like to introduce the candidates selected to represent all of the candidates in the School of Medicine class of 2018 to come forward. Each candidate for the Doctor of Medicine degree must successfully complete each unit of the school's 4-year curriculum. The candidate must demonstrate a thorough knowledge of the pathophysiology of disease, the necessary clinical and laboratory skills, competence with patient care, as well as both the art and the science of clinical diagnosis and treatment. Michael Tao has been selected to represent the candidates in the School of Medicine class of 2018. Michael, will you please come forward? Now I'd like to turn the program over to the Dean of the School of Dental Medicine, Dr. Mary Trillar.
Thank you. I would now like to introduce the candidates selected to represent all the candidates in the School of Dental Medicine class of 2018 to come forward. Michael Winter has been selected to represent all the candidates in the School of Dental Medicine. Michael, will you please come forward? Congratulations. And I'd now like to turn the program over to the Dean of the School of Nursing, Lee Zipolidis.
Blaine Liberio has been selected to represent all the candidates in the School of Nursing for the class of 2018. Will Blaine please come forward? Congratulations, and now I turn the program over to the Associate Dean of the School of Health Technology and Management, Dr. Eric Lambert.
Thank you. Kate Byrne has been selected to represent all the candidates in the School of Health Technology and Management. Will Kate please come forward?
Congratulations. This completes the presentation and hooding of this year's class of doctoral candidates. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to announce our student speaker, Scott Zukowski. Scott is a Long Island native who earned his associate's degree from Nassau Community College before attending Tulane University for his bachelor's and master's degrees. His dissertation in Stony Brook's English department examines the themes of national identity and belonging in the poems, fiction, and other literature of early American newspapers. Will Scott please come forward?
As a student, and now officially doctor of literature, I've always thought of my life in terms of the autobiography that it will generate. I've asked myself time and time again over the years, will what I'm doing right now be worth remembering and writing about 50 years from now? Assuming that I'm even lucky enough to have readers, will those readers find this current stage of my life, this current chapter, meaningful, inspirational, and impactful? I ask myself, am I living intentionally? Am I using my limited time on this earth to make a positive change, not just for myself, but for the world around me? 4 summers ago, I took an independent study Latin course with somebody whose autobiography I cannot wait to read. His name is Bill Godfrey, and he's been a pillar of the Stony Brook community since starting here in 1965. No Stony Brook experience is complete without knowing him, so if I may, I'd like to share 2 particular stories from his life that have changed how I think of myself as a scholar, educator, and human being. In the 1950s, when he was in his late 20s, before going into academia, Bill Godfrey was working in banking, doing very well for himself. True to his character, though, he recognized that while he was flourishing, many around him were struggling. Despite some nervousness about what he'd find there, he began to volunteer at Dorothy Day's Catholic Worker Charities on the breadline, and it changed his life. It was the beginning of a lifetime of dedication to helping others. A few years later, in 1963, while teaching at Newton College in Boston, he reflected that he'd been spouting all this liberal stuff that he believed in, but wasn't necessarily acting on. When a friend invited him to attend the March on Washington, where Martin Luther King Jr. would give his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, Professor Godfrey resolved that he'd better, as he put it, put his money where his mouth is. He took an overnight bus from Boston to Washington and bore witness to a day that would become a milestone in American history and in his own life. After that, he returned to his teaching with a commitment to actively improving the racial inequality of his institution and in his community. He joined an interracial council, he created an inner-city tutoring program, and he started a pre-K program for low-income families that was a prototype for Head Start. 2 years later, in 1965, he started working on Long Island at this little unheard-of school called Stony Brook. He tells me that when he started, there was only one African-American student. The next year, the rate doubled, 2. Bill Godfrey was instrumental in changing that, developing Stony Brook's Upward Bound program and its EOP AIM program, which this year celebrates its 50th anniversary. He's also served as the director of Stony Brook's Teacher Opportunity Corps, which increases the number of underrepresented individuals in teaching professions. He's done these things and countless other things that I'm not going to make you sit through all of them. You've been here long enough. And on top of all this, he's raised 7 successful children and now has something like 24 grandchildren. It's hard to imagine just how many lives he's touched and made better. To me, as somebody graduating with my PhD today and looking ahead to future plans, this is a life well lived. This is an autobiography worth writing and worth reading. And what's most powerful to me is that so much of it was written and experienced here, on this campus, not far off on the floor of Congress or in the stifled lecture halls of an Ivy League institution. This man has made a tremendous difference in the world from right here at Stony Brook University. I'd like to spend just a moment sharing 3 lessons that have stayed with me from our independent study together. 1, be multidimensional. Have interests outside of your work. Create experiences for yourself. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Be interdisciplinary and be intercultural. Treat the unknown not as something to be feared, but as an opportunity for growth. Professor Godfrey told me how nervous he was about what to expect on the breadlines of New York City or at the March on Washington, but they were some of the most transformative experiences of his life. So, be multidimensional and live intentionally. 2, be loving and be appreciative. This is especially important today. We've worked tirelessly for years of our lives to earn these 3 letters on the ends of our names. We've sacrificed so much to be here, I don't need to tell you this. But the people around us, including the people in the stands today, have also worked hard and sacrificed much to help us get where we are right now. Reflect on that, and please, before the day is over, remember to thank your family and friends who've supported you through your time here. Thank also your colleagues and advisors who have helped you to become the stellar professional that you now are. To my mentors, Drew Newman and Susan Shekel, to my parents, PJ and Lynn Zukowski, and to my wife, Jolie Bua, know that every bit of support and encouragement has meant the world to me, and that my success is your success. Thank your family and friends today, and remember that old saying that nobody's deathbed regret was ever wishing that they'd spent more time at the office. Most people wish they'd spent more time with family and friends. 3, as Bill Godfrey said, put your money where your mouth is. Don't just believe in something, stand for something. And don't just stand for something, walk and run and march and act for something. Today, we earn for ourselves not just those 3 additional letters to the end of our names. We earn for ourselves a responsibility, as experts and authorities in our fields, to use that expertise and authority to make the world a better place. We have charged ourselves with the responsibility to use our honed skills, our understanding, and our new credentials to improve the world, not just for ourselves, but for those who do not have the same expertise, credentials, and voices that we have. We're living in a time when this inherited responsibility is especially important. So if not us, then who? If I may, I encourage each graduate to take a few minutes of alone time today to think about how you want to spend the rest of your life. Think about the autobiography that you want to write for yourself. And if I may, I encourage you to make a personal resolution with yourself today. A resolution of your own choosing about how you will live the rest of your life as a human being with a PhD. Part of my own will be to live lovingly and intentionally, to always put my money where my mouth is, and to make sure that this day, joyous and celebratory and triumphant as it is, does not mark the climax of my autobiography. But for now, enjoy yourselves. Take in these moments of accomplishment and be proud of your immense success. Congratulations to each and every member of this 2018 class of PhDs, and happy writing.
Thank you, Scott. I now invite President Stanley to please come forward for our closing remarks.
Congratulations. You have completed all the requirements for your doctoral degree, and you've done it at one of the best universities in the world. And as Dr. Zukowski, newly minted Dr. Zukowski, said, there's some people in the stands today who are absolutely instrumental in making that possible. Please join me in acknowledging everything they did to do this. Now, Stony Brook is a very special place for graduate school, for we are a unique community of scholars, a diverse community where freedom of inquiry, collegiality, fairness, openness to the talents of both genders and all races, and mutual respect are the norm. This is how it should be, and we must all be committed to maintaining this remarkable environment. Graduate education is very difficult to explain to the world. It is long, it is expensive, and it can be very highly specialized. Yet graduate studies are at the heart of a research university. As Catherine Stimson of New York University has said so well, graduate school is where scholars of different generations come together to work on the central problems of our time. It should be a safe haven to question conventional wisdom and to venture into new intellectual territory. At the core, whether they were extraordinarily specialized or multidisciplinary, your studies were about bringing your creativity and knowledge, as well as those of your advisor, committee, collaborator, and colleagues, to bear on something interesting, something worth knowing, and therefore something valuable. If you have added to the body of knowledge, you have left your mark on a field. Now, on this special day, I want to tell you that whatever you choose to do, wherever your career takes you, I hope you will always consider Stony Brook an intellectual home. The relationship you have forged with your thesis advisor is a special one, and I encourage you to cultivate it. Mentors matter, and you should not squander or take for granted this critical relationship. So in summary, we have given you our best efforts, our respect, and our deep affection. Now it's all up to you. You will pay back your mentors and this university by continuing the legacy of teaching and research that we have shared with you. And I know you will make us very proud. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. On behalf of President Stanley, we invite each of you to join our graduates for a celebratory reception at the Charles B. Wong Center immediately following today's ceremony. Please join me once again in congratulating our graduates.